How is it going today? How's it going today? Where's my music? It's in there. Super quiet though. Let's see. We got it. It's going. It's going. We got the music. We got the music. It's there. So what's happening, everybody? And I really can't hear any music at all. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, cool. So, hey, Elpis Original, Kev, how's it going, gentlemen?
Oh, great.
Welcome to the
It's
stream.
Elpis Original.
AI good looks the slow day. What?
Oh, great. It's Kev
Oh,
XP.
Kev's here. What are you talking about? Oh, it's like a good day for it because it's slow? Is that what you're saying? Like, you don't have a lot going on today? Well, awesome. All good looks a slow day. I don't know. That still doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm just glad you're here. I'm just glad you're here. So, yes, last week, we, I'm going to move my camera over here. Last week, look at this. I lost my arm. It's slow at work. Okay, there we go. Last week we were talking about the feature API plugin, which is pretty cool. It's right here. And we were playing around with that. And I'll just drop that in chat if you want to go check it out. And the associated MCP plugin that allowed it so we could connect to our where's our cursor. So like in my cursor here, if I go into cursor settings, MCP. Oh, why is this not working? Refresh. Oh, I know why it's not working. Okay. It's not working because I don't have the plugin enabled. That'll happen every single time. But basically, what we had done. Let me just set this up and we'll see it here. Where the hell's cursor? I can never find the cursor. I'm so used to looking for the VS Code that I can never find it. So I'm gonna set false here. Okay. So this is what is going to allow us to load the agent. Now, the thing is, if I have the agent loaded and then I also activate this, that's what happens. I get some kind of wonky error. I don't know what the error is now, though. Why? Okay, so let's go into debug and see. Input schema is required. Get out of here. Okay, let's delete that, refresh this, and see what the problem is. Okay, how did we get around this last week? I don't remember now, because we deactivate that. Everything's breaking. Config false. True. Still breaking. Weird. Okay, well that's not fun. Invalid argument exception is required. Okay, so that's really super fun. Okay, so let's go back to plugins. Okay. Well, this isn't going to be very much fun if I can't enable this thing. Troy Chaplin, how's it going? Okay, well, this is weird. We did run into this last week, and for whatever reason, the MCP plugin, when it was enabled, it broke.
Oh, great! It's Troy Chaplin.
It's Troy Chaplin. It's a really great hack to do this. I'm gonna just we just go in and rename the directory, right? So if I run this now, deactivate. Okay, so weird. So if I activate this, what was happening? The problem that I was seeing last week, friends and neighbors, was that when I enabled the demo, like the agent, things broke. So I've turned I've turned it off here. So if I activate this, now it's working fine. There we go. Probably just some kind of weird. Oh wait, I wonder if that was it. Oh. All right. So that's a different issue. Okay. So we got to figure that one out. But we'll figure that one out later because we'll figure that one out later. Okay, come back here. This is such a hacky way of doing it. Okay, cool. So we'll just not turn that plugin on right now. But anyways, now that we have the MCP thing, if you go back in your cursor settings and you refresh this, we should see. There we go. So these are all the things that we enabled. What's weird though is actually I added one and it all worked before. Let's look in testing and see what are we breaking inside of testing. Very strange. Oh, I think that might be why. Let's see. Nope. Let's check in cursor here. Does it actually enable? No, nothing's available. Weird. Okay. All right. So I don't know what's happened in the past 7 days that have made that not work anymore. But anyways, so if we refresh this, we should have access to all of these things in our LL. So now we can use cursor to do things for us, which is great. So it will access all of our site information. If we look in our MCP configuration, this is everything here. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, so what I was thinking about doing today was I'm going to turn off the MCP and I'm going to turn this feature things back on. Because what I was thinking of doing...
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
There you go. Update the MCP. Is there a new version? Hey, Jan Vallejo, am I saying that right? Welcome. And Galatan. Okay, so there's a new version. So I think I built this. So let me jump into that. You seem to know a lot about it. Let me just get in here, and I will just do a git pull on that. Git pull. So what happens? Okay, npm. What was it? Install. Is there a composer update I have to do on that too? Let's take a look. We want to go run setup. That's what I think I want to do. I'm going to say npm run setup. There we go. Do you know what that error was? Okay, and then I have to run build, I think, right? npm run build. Okay, so npm run build. All right. Whoop. What's this? Okay, so what's the error here? Oh, is it because I haven't enabled? Do I need to have it disabled? Well, hold on, I don't know. Let's just check. I will it is disabled. So npm run build is failing. Oh, that built. Okay, so I'm getting a build error. Oh my gosh, what is all this? TypeScripts. Okay, I'm gonna dump the node modules directory and maybe just start over because it looks like it's TypeScript related. So I'm gonna delete that. I will delete the package JSON and I will run clear and npm. Can you also see this npm run setup? We should install the things. Move me over there for now. Catalan, are you on the development team? Because if you are, thank you for showing up. This is awesome. Oh, perfect. Look at this. This is fantastic. Well, thank you so much for dropping in today. I'm going to be harassing you with questions from now on. So just so you know, that's just how it's going to work from now on. Oh, from the well, I'm not. It's not the MCP plugin. I'm actually messing with. Well, it is, but it's the features API. But then the MCP plugin. I think I just downloaded it. So I probably need the latest version. Kevin, I already told you what I was going to do with it today. my plan, my idea today was I wanted to have an interface to templates. So my thinking is a big issue in a big issue with block themes right now is being able to keep the templates under version control. So what I was thinking of doing was creating a feature that allowed us to access the information about templates, like, you know, for example, give me the latest content from this template, and then in via MCP in our cursor we could say update, like if I have single.php open or single.html open, I can say update this file with the current contents of my remote site. So it would get the template and it would get all the database changes. So I basically rendered that template and then plunk it in. Like that would be my idea. I don't know if that's gonna work. Dave Strength 9, hello. I'm late. In any other video, do you have the correct way to configure the WordPress MCP? Yeah. So last week we set that up. And I don't know what's happening here, but there's some stuff going on. That's this. I'm gonna spotlight the message. So last week, if you go to my YouTube channel, YouTube, Ramwich Codes, and you go to live tabaroo, you should get this video. I'm gonna pause it so we don't all have to listen to my big stupid face twice. And I do go through setting it up in there. So the way that I have it set up through VS Code is in your mcp.json in your cursor directory. You set this up. Now I did run into a problem. Now I use Studio, and so I have this set up in here. Now you can create self-signed SSL certificates and use like custom domains. The problem that I ran into is that it would not work unless I used localhost. Now, I don't know if it's the SSL or the custom domain. My guess is the SSL, that it just would not.
Oh, great.
Connect. So
It's
just
Carolina
keep that
Pona.
in mind. Oh, Carolina. Hello, Carolina. Welcome. The plugin's on .org. It's not on .org. The plugins are available here. This is the Feature API plugin. Boom. This is the MCP adapter plugin right here. All the setup instructions are in there, and there's even so the WP remote thing is what we use to connect it, right? Do I know if it's going on .org? I don't know if it's going on .org. I think it's being treated as sort of like a canonical plugin, like sort of it's going to be treated in like a is that the word I'm looking for? Like a canonical plugin, where it's like it's a feature that's worked on as a plugin and then installed as needed, the way the REST API was and Gutenberg is, I guess. But I don't know if it's going on there. Maybe Galatan can let us know that. Not sure, but I can find out. Yeah. Well, I think the question, Galatan, is whether or not you can download it from WordPress, the plugins repository, which I don't know if it's actually there. Like if you were to go in here and look for it, I haven't even checked. Let's go Feature API. Doesn't look like it's in there. So anyhow, if it was here, then people. Okay, cool. So do we know if there's a plan for that? And if you don't know, that's cool. And I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm not gonna hold you to it, but. I would imagine it would end up here at some point once it's in a bit more of a, I don't know if stable's the right word, but once the features are a bit more hardened, I think it'll probably end up there at some point. Coolio. All right, so let's see how our build is progressing. That is not the thing I wanted. Okay, so we got the build. So npm run build. Oh my god, if I could ever learn to type it. There we go. So let's see what happens this time. The build runs build. I'm looking at my screen, which is looking at my screen. It's so weird. Okay, so this is just straight up failing. That's unfortunate. Okay, I don't know why that's failing. That's not a bad idea, Kev. I feel like it's a little early, maybe for that, because there's but I don't think that's a horrible idea. Okay, so I think what I need to do is I think I might need to just download the actual latest release. Let's see what that does. So if you go in here, I should be able to get it from releases, right? Is this the release that we're talking about? So the latest release is when? When is this? 2 weeks ago. Huh. Alright. Let's download this, and we'll download this. And then the MCP plugin, I think I have to get the latest one. So this was from 3 days ago. So we'll download this one as well. We're just gonna, when was the latest commit? Well, the feature API one was from 2 weeks ago. So this is the same version that we were running, but for whatever reason, the build doesn't work anymore, which is so that, and there's all kinds of errors. So I'm gonna just go ahead and turn a bunch of stuff off. And I don't know which, but I have no idea which plugin it is. Let's go back to the plugins. I can't even get to the plugins page. Oh Lord. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's breaking all the things. Breaking all the things. Fatal error. Okay, so you know what we're gonna do? We're going to just delete these. I'm going to reveal in Finder, and I'm going to get rid of these two, and I'm just going to use the versions that were downloaded. And I realize that is the correct way to pronounce downloaded, so shut your faces. Okay, so I got WordPress MCP, we got the API, and we got the feature agent, and we'll do this. And I'm gonna unzip all this stuff and let's see. Okay. MCP agent. Okay. I can get rid of these. Do and kaboop and boop, and we should have them all in here. Refresh. Okay. So let's go to this thing, and we don't need this anymore because it will be its own plugin. Jump over here. Okay, so let's see. So we get the feature API. So then if I turn this on, I should get the little doodad. We do. Okay, cool. So I have to deactivate this. So now if I activate this, so it's my testing. That might be part of the problem. What the actual deuce is going on here? Oh man, this is frustrating. Okay. So let's go back into plugins. Back into plug. Okay, so I think I need to do this again. So I need to turn this one off for now. Okay, so that, for whatever reason, there's something broken in there. That's some kind of issue that's causing issues. So we'll do this. Okay, that's my testing plugin. Okay, so now delete that. Okay, so this is working. So deactivate this. Activate the proxy. Proxy works. Okay. This is gonna break things. Yeah, that breaks things every time. Okay, so okay, so I can't have the proxy running, or sorry, the agent running with MCP. So that's okay. That's fine. I think if I just deactivate the agent and activate MCP, and I come over to here and I check in my cursor settings. Sorry, this is, I feel like I'm going in circles here a little bit. So, okay, so we refresh this. Sweet. That is working. Okay, well, it looks like I have 41 tools from Enable Servers. Too many tools can be ready for, but some models may not respect more than 40 tools. Did y'all just create a whole bunch of new tools? Because that looks really neat. What do we got in here? So let's see. Tools. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is changed, right? This is way different. I think. Stream's over. All done. There's a lot more stuff going on here. This is really cool.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
Oh, Whoever followed me, I missed that. Sorry. M-Codes, thanks for the follow. Thank you for the follow. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. Yes, we can enable, disable tools. That's really cool. So, so these are all disabled. So I'm assuming we have to enable the create tools over here. So it's this feature, come into tools, and now, oh yeah, all the create stuff is there too. So we should be able to create a post directly from, let's try that. Okay, so let's see, list, tags, add tag, where we got? We got add page, add get page, add page, get media, update media. All right, we're gonna see if we can. Okay, I believe you. I 100% believe you. But we're gonna do a new one of these things, and I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna go create a new page on the remote site that talks about how cool LLMs are and WordPress. I don't know, whatever. Oh, capital P, damn it. Let's see. So is that going to hit the... See what it's doing here. So this should hit the tool. Oh, there we go. So calling MCP tool with WP add page. That's neat. I'm going to run the tool. Oh, wow, that's neat. You just need to add content or one just ask. Okay, let's follow up and say, publish the page with the URL of oh my god, you even MCP bro. Let's see what that does. Okay. So I think this is a setting in Cursor where I have to, like right now I have to allow it, right? So I think I can set this up in Cursor where I don't need to do it. Okay, so let's see. For that you need to have update tools. Oh. Okay, well say it's updated. It worked. Let's see. Let's go to pages. All pages. Okay. So let me edit this. This is all right because this slug is do you even MCP bro? It worked. It worked. Totally worked, and I didn't have to. Do I have it enabled already? Let's look. Update. So where's page? Get page. Add page. Update page. Oh, look at this. Update page is actually disabled. This is really becoming way more powerful. In my opinion, I think this is very cool because I think the last time there was nowhere near this amount of control. So hey, so Galatian, am I saying that right? It seems to be yes. The WP, okay, Ovi. I will call you Ovi. Okay, thank you. That was to the PHP question. Client side. Sorry, was there a PHP question that I didn't? Oh well, someone's answering. I feel like we have lots of folks from the development teams on this, which is great. Thank you so much for joining. This is really cool. So what was that was the thing? I think it's because you can set the post name on insert. Yeah, but I asked it to so it created the page for me, right, with that title, which is awesome. But then it asked me, so update page got called, and it looks like it worked. So I don't know if that's a bug. I don't think it's a bug. I think it's awesome. I think it's very cool. Yeah. So Ovi, I don't know if this is something that you want to know or like document somewhere, but I don't have update page enabled. It is a bug. I think it's a feature, honestly. So here's my reasoning, because I understand the difference between insert and update 100%, but the average user maybe doesn't. And so could there be an, like if I say create a page, I would automatically assume that I can update that page as well without having to go and enable that explicitly. That feels like a user, like a like an experience thing, like user experience thing. Like I don't know, maybe there's a good reason not to do that. But if you're giving someone create access, write access, or update access should probably come along for the ride. Now delete access maybe is different, but I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Drop a thumbs up in the chat if you agree with me, or a thumbs down if you don't. If you don't, you're not allowed to ever come back. No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, yeah, like, because I to be honest, if I couldn't do this because I had to go back to settings, I'd have been like, oh, that's dumb. Right? So what the deuce? Yeah, exactly.
What the deuce?
But yeah. Anyways, this is so cool. Okay, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to add a new feature that allowed me to get access to the templates. So I wonder, do we have access to templates now? So get CPT. Get a WordPress custom post type by ID. So let's see. So it looks like we have, oh my God. How does this work? Add a new WordPress custom post type. Okay. Nomad Skateboarding, give me the thumbs up from YouTube. Thanks for hanging out. We're over here in Twitch chatting away if you want to come chill now. Okay, so I don't know how this is going to work, but I want to test this thing out now. Can you guys see that okay? Maybe I'll zoom in. So there's this add CPT. Now, where does it, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try it. I'm going to say create a new CPT. Oh, CPT on the remote. Oh, so it's not registering. It's adding and removing, like, so like inserting a post. Is that what this is? Okay, so do I have any? I don't have any post types here. Yes, any post type. Okay, so I should be able to say get retrieve list of current templates in the database on the remote site. Let's see what that does. Is it going to know that template? Oh. Okay, so it's listing the post types. That's funky fresh. It's doing a CPT search. You guys already built the thing that I wanted to build today. Stream's over. Is that what you're talking about, Kev? Stream is over? So let's see. Oh, sorry. I have to hit run there. So it's calling the search. If you expect templates to be present, please ensure they've been created or imported to the site. If you check for different posts, okay, so okay, that's cool. Let me go into my editor. I'm going to create a new template, and I'm going to add, so this one will be the database. So this is going to be, we're going to go, okay, so this is MCP in the house. I'm such a nerd. Okay, so, we're going to create that, and we're going to get started. Yeah, sure, let's set that pattern. We're going to, yep, save. Let's run the same thing. Try again. See if it hits it. Okay, so we're gonna run that. Oh my God, there we go. Okay, so what if I were to say, okay, retrieve, oh my God, get the content of the MCP in the house template and insert it into a new HTML file. Let's see what that does. Okay, so we're getting the CPT, but boom. So we should have all the content. Oh my God, it's building something out here. Let's close all this. So let's see. God. So this just solved version control issues in when we're working with block themes, because look at this. This is exactly everything. So it pulls it all in, right? So let's say I'm gonna say, okay, so wait a minute though. It did put it in the wrong place, but that's fine. That's probably me telling it how it needs to do this, right? That is so crazy. So let's, okay, so I'm going to accept this. So now, I'm going to make, hold on. Okay, post title, level 1. Okay, so what, I'm gonna take this change, right? And I'm gonna say, now I probably have to, let me say, okay. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna go bam. I'm gonna say, update the MCP in the house template with the contents of this file. Let's see if we can go that way with it. Oh, I'm having a blast. This is so cool. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so we're going to run the tool. It's going to update the CPT. Now, wait a minute. Okay, so what did I change? I changed post title to level 2, I think. So let's refresh this and see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Let's go the other way. Okay, so let's take this and let's add a, what am I doing here? Oh, that's, okay, so let's, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so excited. I can't figure it out. Let's add a header. Let's add like just a header block. Let's go. What? This is how I feel about all of this right now. Like, that's how I feel about it. I'm going to save this. All right, refresh this. So I went that way. So now I want to say update the current file with the contents of the MCP in the house template from the server. Oh god damn, from the server. Let's see. So this should, okay, so it's going to retrieve it. MCP in the house template. This is so cool. Okay, so oh my god. I don't know why I'm so surprised that the AI can do these things. It's so cool. Okay, so this solves the problem. All we have to do now. Okay, so this is like unbelievably cool, right? So that did exactly what I wanted it to do. Okay, so there's so many folks. When I was at WordCamp Asia this year, I spoke with a number of people. Shout out to my manager Ajit, that where agencies were having problems with this exact issue, where they would have a client. So here's your theme, and then they mess with it, and they make they make changes, and then there's no way to pull that back down. Well, if you enable this connection to your developers. Your developer now pulls this down, updates the template, and now it's in version control. And then oh, I have an idea. Oh, wait a minute. We can't write files though, can we? Can we write files? Is there file system access? I know Kevin was talking about this, but I like to ignore Kevin when at all possible. Where am I looking here? Because the next step would be, what would be really cool is if setting MCP, so update tools. Okay. So the other thing too was it was actually updating. It updated that post type without it being enabled. So your updates and your writes are connected there, OV, which is great. I think it's the right solution. But it's just your UI is not the UI, the royal you, I guess, is whatever. So what I would love to figure out though, So there's no way of writing to the file system. Is that a thing that we could do? I mean, upload media must write to the file system, right? No, we don't have that tool. I'm not sure if we'll ever add such a tool. Well, here's a use case where you might want one. Like, so what would be great is if I, as the sole developer of my wicked awesome website.com, pulls down whatever changes have been done by the client into my file. I save it, I commit that, and then I can say, reset the changes. I guess it's not a file system right at that point, right? Well, okay, so now I'm thinking maybe we don't need it. So what would be great is that you could pull down changes that are in the database, apply them to your template, save that, commit it to version control, which would be awesome. And then even deploy it, right? And then reset, then basically clear out the template. But what would be super cool is you could, if you could say, take that database, like take that template that we've created in the database, make a file out of it, and then push it back up. But maybe that's better done through a deployment mechanism. So maybe we don't want write access. It'll be very hard to get write access, I would imagine. There'll be a lot of security stuff. But what are you guys doing with media? You must be using PHP and passing in a what you call it? Words are escaping me, like all the PHP functions. So this is actually very cool and does pretty much everything that I had planned on doing today. So now we have to come up with something else. Man, okay. It's really cool. I do want to see why my plugin that built a feature. So this is a client side one. Would be cool actually. So I'm going to turn off. So what I had built, if we look inside the testing plugin, what I had built was very simple, and it was just basically, I'm going to just get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to register a feature that just retrieves the list of active blocks, but I get a bunch of errors when I do that, and I think it has something to do with this, and I don't know why. So let me look. So let's look at the docs. The Dockaroos there. We're gonna registering features. So register feature. I can build an MCP tool. Plugins, MCP site info. Okay, let's look at that. So what is that? MCP, where was it? Includes tools and then MCP site info. So this is just retrieving this stuff. So MCP init. Okay, registered tools and registers the tools. Oh, cool. I think I'm probably doing it a little bit wrong. Yeah, we did one last week. Hello, Lord of Blood, SRB, best name ever. Well, see, so my understanding was that we needed the feature to be converted into a tool. Is that accurate? Like, these features are all sort of registered, right? So I guess init is too early. Try WP feature init. So I'm calling it too early. Okay. I did notice that you had some updates in here. This doc could do with an update, and I will do that. M-codes is are you an automatician? Do I know you? Very familiar username. Sorry if it's not. Anyways, So this is saying to hook it into the init action here. So we should update that, but that's fine. That's cool. The other good thing about this is that it will not fail if you know. So okay, so let's try that first. In here, I'm not going to go in init. I'm going to go in here, feature init, right? And then we'll see what happens if I enable this plugin and the world breaks. It's going to probably break. I'm going to just not settings, right? Jeez, come on. I'm going to deactivate that. I'm going to activate that. Okay. Now if I activate this, oh, okay. What's the error? So I'm getting invalid argument exception. The input schema is required. Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay. This is great. So the input schema is required for register MCP tool. So then what I'm doing here is so I don't have a schema. Maybe what I just need is like type is going to be what this doesn't seem to be what I want. I would imagine I probably just want type like that, type string, right? Because if I want the a block or whatever, so if I add that, boom, ba-dum, ba-bum, bum, this needs to go away, right? There we go. Stop doing that. I wonder if that's all it was. Nope. Okay. So input schema and type resource. Okay. So am I formatting my schema incorrectly? Let's look at the schema. So output schema is a type and a description. Input schema is type. Oh, it's object. Okay. So it's a little bit different. I'm gonna set it up a little bit different. So object. And it's going to be block name, I guess, right? I don't need this one. I'm just trying to show a list of blocks, basically, is the idea here. So, oh, JSON object. Jonathan Bossinger from Twitter. Or X, or whatever we're calling it. Okay, so let's see if this at least gets me past the fatal. It does! It gets me past the fatal error. Okay, so now I'm going to look in cursor again, look at my MCP tools here, settings, cursor settings, MICPA, which is what it's going to be called from now on, is MICPA. Let's see, there it is, feature get active blocks. Okay, cool, so, Jonathan, thanks for dropping in. Okay, cool. So we have this little feature now. So that's pretty neat. So if I wanted to have, here's a question for y'all, M dash and Ovi. If I just wanted, if this is just retrieval only, like if it's just like, give me a list of all the blocks, like of all blocks, I don't care, right? So schema, what would I put in input schema, or do I need input schema? Like if I just leave it blank, I haven't tried this. I'm answering, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, so that failed horribly. Well, I just commented that out and it doesn't do it. Something doesn't seem right. Oh, that needs to be like that. Okay, very good. So when I get rid of input schema, I get an error. I get the fails. No. I commented it out. It's not in there at all, right? Oh. So what do I? So like this? Just like an empty array in there? Oh, okay. That seemed to work. Huh. So this, okay, so that works. What if I just take all the properties off? Okay, so that seems to work. So you can pass it like this as long as it's, because I don't really want any. I just want a list of all the blocks, right? No schema is the best schema. Yeah, I think if I may make a developer experience related suggestion, and I can put this in.
Oh, great. It's Philip.
Hey, the lips here. In a issue/pull request, whatever, is that this should be the default value of schema, and then you don't need to, like this here should be the default. So if you don't pass it, you get this, because this, it's not that elegant, right? Oh, so when you don't have output schema, like if I turn both of these off, no, it's not working. And please take my everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. I'm literally, this is like, you guys are building it. I'm just like, I'm not trying to rip on it and tear it apart. I think it's really cool. But I think anything that can be a sane default is the right way to go. If that makes sense. Like this could just be the default of input schema if it's not passed, and then great, then we don't have to worry about it, right? I think we also need to update these docs, and I'm happy to do a pull request on that. I'll do it after this, but just actually what would be really good is if you added the hook inside of this in these examples. It's something that I'm happy to take on. So anyway, cool. Okay, so that's the active blocks thing. So if we come in here now, I shouldn't have any more errors. I do not. Come in here, cursor settings. I should still have this. If I refresh this, get active blocks. And if I go get the list of active blocks, let me do that. I need to hop for a meeting. Cool. Well, thanks so much for dropping in, M-Dash. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. You guys have helped me immensely just in the 40 minutes you were able to drop in. So awesome. Okay, so these are all the blocks, which is pretty cool. Can it do this? How many instances of the core paragraph block are in the site? Wonder if it could do that. Oh, okay, so it doesn't know. Yeah. Let's try this. Maybe my prompt wasn't very good. Search all posting pages with a number of core paragraph blocks. So it's doing a search. It's doing a pages search. Oh my god, it actually figured it out. Here's the count of core paragraph blocks on all posting pages on your site. 1 paragraph block, 1 paragraph block, 3 paragraph blocks, 4 paragraph blocks. This is amazing. This is so cool. Okay. Can we do this? Replace all instances of the core paragraph block with header, core heading block, core heading block, blocks, and make every instance of the word Kevin. Oh, there we go. Make every instance of the word Kevin bold. I don't know if this is gonna work. What was he? Maybe that's what we write. Maybe that's the thing. Oh. Oh, okay. This, it's my, so it's not, so my prompt failed. There we go. There we go. Should I check all posts and pages for the word Kevin and bold it everywhere it appears? Okay, so we're doing this. Get post. Get page. Get page, okay. I've checked, okay. Only the title. I will now update Kevin to make sure everything is, okay. So, I don't think it updated anything. Okay, so let's see. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, did it do it? Oh, it didn't convert it to a block. So let's convert that to a block. That's bold. Oh my god. Okay, this whole stream is just gonna be like messing around, just like dicking around with things. Okay, well, I'm trying to think. So, all right, so let's look at the one thing yeah. Okay, so all right, hold on. Let's look at registering features. So is there front end features? How can we do front end features? Client side features. Let's look at that. Let's zoom this in a little bit. Yeah, you bring up a really good point. This is what he's saying. I would probably read only from production. I would probably disable all the right stuff from production. But for staging, that'd be awesome. Imagine you are creating like a whole new template and you're like, create me a post with all this content and use this as the layout. Like that would be super cool. In fact, I want to try that. So let's say that I have this template and whatever. I'm sure it'll do it. Use this as the template, like create a new template, use this as the content, right? Spam on hack sites is going to be wild. Yeah, it really is. If people, well, that's why read only I think is a good idea. Actually, you know what would be a really good setting, Ovi, is if you're in settings for MCP, having like oh my god, there, having like a general toggle that is like production, like something that's basically like production safe, if that makes sense. So like so no matter what your tools are set in here, you could set it like a global setting to like make this production safe, which is essentially read only, right? Or whatever we think. And then it might even restrict access from like users, right? Like things like that. So that might be a nice little like quality of life setting. So you don't have to get this fine-grained control. I realize it's probably like, down the road a bit, but having the ability to say this is the site that this is running on is a staging site. Give me all things. It's a production site, so we're going to limit it to a few things, right? Yeah, I know, Jonathan. But what I'm saying is, what can I use instead of cursor? Anything that supports MCP, you can use. Figuring out what you are developing while. Rechnai? I'm not saying that right, but on YouTube, you're trying to figure out what we're working on today. Carolina, I use cursor, but I think anything that supports LLM, like Bolt, I think, and insert name of AI integrated thing. VS Code has that. Windsor. VS Code works too. Well, that's cool. Yeah. So anything that supports MCP will do it. Clone desktop, nice. So. Yeah, it is. Sorry, Jonathan. Like what I was meaning was like basically a global toggle that would handle all the fine-grained toggles. So you don't have to go in and be like, okay, I don't want to create. I don't want to do this. I guess that's what this is. Now that I'm reading it. Anyways. Oh, really? Cool. I mean, I like this that you have the fine grain, right? I think it's a great idea to have it. I think there's a subset of users that won't need it. But again, let's get the thing even more awesome than it is already, and then refine the interface, because it's literally just the interface, right? So what do we have in resources here? Site info, prompts, view. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we'll soon have the Streamline will be able to use directly with OpenAI. We'll be able to use it directly with OpenAI. Oh, that's interesting. I don't really know what that means. Is that basically the sort of the agent portion where you can generate your own agents? Let's get rid of that. inspect something here. Console. Okay. So WP features. Okay, so features is there. Cool. I'm just looking at the docs here for this thing. So we don't technically need to do this. Oh, it's automatic. We do need to do it. Never mind. Okay. So to set this up, there's a couple of things we have to do here. So if we want to do a client-side feature in the plugin that I have built, I am working on. Let's look at that. Let's get rid of all this stuff. And I'm going to go into my testing plugin. I'm going to basically okay, I just need to get some stuff set up in here. I'm going to need to use a custom webpack, new file, webpack.config.js, not JF. Jonathan, it's been a pleasure as usual having you show up here and help all the things. Oh wait. The webpack custom entry points. Okay, we don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. So what we need to add here is we need to add externals to our webpack. So we're gonna go boom. I don't know if there's externals in here, but we're gonna go ahead and spread it anyways. Dot externals. I don't know if it actually exists. So we're gonna maybe do it that way. And actually I don't really need anything but that. I just need the default config. So what I'm doing here is following the directions of setting the externals to access the WP features. So if you're familiar with how the scripts package works, it handles a lot of this stuff automatically for you, but only with stuff that's prefixed with that WordPress. So we need to add this for there. And let's see what happens if I, okay, skip over. With that, I'm gonna source directory. And here I'm gonna add a little index.js. And package JSON, we need a start. This is gonna be WP scripts. Yep, that's the one I want. Okay, so if I go npm start. Oh Lord. Oh. Okay, stop. What is going on? Stop with this. Stop with this. Yeah, sure. Okay, awesome. Stop. What is happening? Things are falling apart here. Okay, don't save. Okay, so package JSON. So let's go in here, clear. Oh my god, everything is falling apart. Okay, so that should be working. So in my build, I should have assets. I should have, okay, so let's import. Let's just grab this. Not in there. Oop, not in there. In there. Drop it in there. See what happens. Okay, so this is index. Okay. So the enqueuing. Is this build working? You know what? I have to quit cursor for a second. Something is going crazy on me. We're gonna open that out again. Okay, so I'm gonna save that. Okay. Okay, from start. I don't know what happened there. Everything lost its brain. It lost its brain for a second. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did deal with it. Okay, so that's all that stuff. So the index thing. So there's the dependencies are not being plunked in there. So that's something we'll have to address. Okay, so where does this get enqueued? Let's see. So okay, so there is an enqueue script in the README of here. So what? Okay. It needs to be in the enqueue script. What hook though? Okay. What? Huh? Installation. WordPress dependency and queuing. The package is designed to work as a singleton provided by the main thing. Ensure inactive on anything. Yep. Okay. Must declare the correct dependency in your enqueue script call. Yup. Ensure the main. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. If you're not using scripts to generate, you may need to add relevant dependencies. Yeah. Okay. But where? Okay, so let's look and see. No. So what hook should it be enqueued on? I guess the admin. Like it's not just in the block editor, or is it just supposed to be in the block editor? What the deuce? All right, let's see. I guess it would be. Is it registered feature default features load? Nope. Let's look for. We're gonna look for WP enqueue script. See where that pops in. Okay, so feature init. You must declare. Okay, so right. So what hook? What hook, man? Admin and queue scripts. Okay, perfect. That's all we need, right? That's all we need. That's all we need, friend. Okay, so then in here, in my PHP, I'm gonna go add action. Add action. There we go. This is not really what I want. Let's just back over here. We're gonna grab all this stuff. You know what? I've got a WP enqueue from a plugin. Boom, and we're just gonna change the hook right there, and it's gonna be testing features API, and it's gonna be build. Let me check the assets file. This is gonna be index, and then we'll just get rid of this. All right, okay, so then I have my dependencies and all my stuff, and then what I need to do is do an array merge and set an array in there, and then add my dependencies along with other dependencies. How did it do it? Yeah, exactly. That's how I did. Okay. Like this. Do it after. Do it at the end. Do it at the end. Do it live. Like that. Okay, so hopefully. And here now, because this is the correct way of testing anything, is to alert messages, hello world, and then we're gonna go over. Where am I? In here. There we go. That works. Okay, so now we know that's working. Boom, boom. So just do a bit of that. So okay, so insert paragraph. So I don't understand what this means. So add the new paragraph block to the editor. Action type. Location client, input schema, object theme, Bob. Okay, so then how do I enable this? Yeah, that is the best way to test, really. It's the Lord's debugging. I've got to stop laughing at all my own jokes. It's something that happens, okay? You're just gonna have to deal with it. All right, let's look at my plugins. So I'm gonna turn off the MCP. I'm gonna turn on the agent proxy. Okay. So, because that's how I think I can test this. I don't know. So how do I? Okay, so let's. Okay, so we've done that. What usage? Okay. Okay. So what is this now? Okay, I've just done that. Okay. Execution. Client to client. Client-side code can directly discover and execute other registered clients using the registering features. Okay. The demo agent showcases this. Client-side code can directly discover and execute other registered client-side features using the get registered features and execute feature. Oh, I get it. Do I get it? Maybe I don't get it. Okay. Server triggered execution. A purely server-side PHP callback cannot directly execute a client-side feature JavaScript callback. However, a server-side process can orchestrate an execution of a client-side feature. Mechanism 1. The server-side process. Someone put the. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's not someone knocking on the wall. Someone decided to do the laundry in the middle of my stream, so we'll be having a family meeting after this. Server sends a response or message to the client environment instructing it to execute the feature. This could be dedicated to account. All right, example. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but my laundry is directly behind the wall. It's directly behind my camera, and anyway, whatever. All right, so okay, so how? Okay, so oh wait. Prior to active is used in this context. So if I now that I've registered this thing, I think this already exists. So I'm going to say actually there is, let's look at the current client things, source, index. Wait, no. Sorry, I'm not looking at it in the right place. What I'm wanting to know is what are the current, if we go in source maybe, let's go index, what's in here? Registered features, like where are the features? Oh, it's probably done in the agent. It's done in the agent. Packages, client features, right there. Index. Okay, so these are the features that it can currently do, right? Insert paragraph block, insert heading block, quote block, list block, set title, save post, do all of that stuff. So if I look at if I look in blocks and see what it's doing, so I look blocks. So this is a feature, okay. Callback. So the callback is here. Okay, so let's just play around in here. Okay, so if I call ID is going to be whatever Twitch client side test. Okay. Test ran. Okay. So does this mean now I should be able to let me say runs a client side test. Sorry. Sounds like I know. This is like the worst ASMR stream ever. It's just tapping. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So this is runs a client side test. This is going to be sure. Okay. So we're do that right or Beth. It could be the best. I don't know. I'm not really into ASMR, but 18 viewers and listeners. Okay, so let's see. So if I refresh, where am I? So if I go, say run a test, maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, let me move out of the way. Sorry, I know an error occurred. So let's look and see what the So bad request. That's always helpful. Invalid. Okay. Invalid schema for function. I think I'm getting the same. might just have to turn up the music. Okay, so I don't know why. Oh wait. Oh, hold on. So is this trying to run a test? What is this doing here? Okay. What can you do? Roll assist. Okay. Oh wait, no. I said run a test. Roll user. Okay. Tools. Does it show up in tools? I have it. User. Okay. I think something I'm not getting here. So the type is an action. So what's the difference in the types? This is matching music. Speaking of music, it seems super low today. Can you hear that? Anyways. I don't know what function whatever is. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, there's some names. A bunch of names of these functions. Create a new user. What was it failing? What 8A7. There it is. Huh. Weird. Okay. Well, that wasn't a thing. So how do I even know that this is running? That's optional schemas. Well, let's just take the schemas out for now. Okay. Oops. Oh, stop. How did I end up over there? Let's say, what can you do? What can you do? I'm just getting all kinds of errors now. Let's deactivate this. Let's see if that's part of it. What can you do? Okay, that seems better. Or does it seem better? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so my feature's breaking things, and I don't know what it's breaking. So I'm going to... Maybe I'll just disable this. I don't know if this would do it, but let's see if this has anything to do with it. I'm just going to do this. Let's try that again, see if it actually... Oh, I didn't enable the plugin, so it's not going to matter. Let's try it again. Oh, what can you OD? That's a much different question. Okay, so let's see. Run a test. There we go. Okay, so I broke something, but that's fine. So that success is true. We need help. Okay, so what? So this, okay, so then this just does what it needs. Logic to insert paragraph block, right? So let's look and see what I'm not totally getting, I think right now, and it's cool because I'm dumb, is create block core paragraph content. Okay, so it gets the content. So where does it, oh, block editor store, insert blocks. Okay, so this is meant to be used, it's just to figure out the context of it, right? So if I were to, so I could enable this in a, like, for example, Kevin, he's still here. We could add this to have it insert a code, like one of your Code Block Pro instances in a page somewhere, right? Or like in my case, I could say take all query loops and convert them to advanced query loops. That might be fun. Needs a node runtime. What, like the finished block does? Like, you have the block installed, it's just installing the block. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, but like if you have the plugin installed on your site, and you say insert an instance of this block, it's just like inserting it the way you would normally insert it, right? Like that's all this is doing, is just like inserting an instance of this block. You can do it on the front end. Like in the block editor, right? Is that what you're saying? I think we're saying, I don't know. Kevin's smarter than me. He knows what he's talking about. I don't really know. Okay, so then if we wanted to add, so right now it doesn't support what, image blocks? So if we wanted to have it insert an image block, we could just do that, stealing this sort of stuff, right? No block, splash, block editor, store, success, block type, core paragraph. So we could literally just steal. Oh, the content. Oh, that's interesting. So the input schema takes the content, right? It's a text for the paragraph. The outputs, so they're both objects, properties. Okay, block type. But Kev, why would you have to build something custom? Can you not programmatically insert an instance of your block into the block editor? Because I know you can. You have to be able to. If you copy a block from the editor using the copy button, you'll see how it looks different. So oh, okay, all right. Well, I mean, okay. Well, maybe you can't do it then. I don't know. You clearly know your block better than I do. I don't know, but it seems like you should just be able to do something like use this create block thing to do it, right? I don't think I have it installed on this site. Let's see. All right, fine, Kevin. Fine. Add Kevin. Add Kevin. Get lost. That's going to be, what is it? Code Block Pro? Install. Need those active installs. What are you at now? 9,000? Screw you, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. I hit 2,000. 3,000 with my site. Congrats, man. Congrats. All right, so we know what we're going to do. We're going to do a real rough test here. I'm going to say, where's that code? I'm going to steal all of this code, and I'm going to put it into my little testy callback here, right? Right? But we're not going to, I don't care about this. I'm just going to say, and it's going to be not this. I don't need that. I just need the block. It's going to be whatever Kevin's, where's Code Block Pro. What's the name of your block, Kev? Block JSON. This thing. Right? Boom. So if I just go insert, create block, boom, and I don't pass it anything. I don't know if it needs anything. I don't know what it needs. We're just going to do that. And then we're going to say failed to create Kevin's block, right? And then I'm going to say insert block, and we're going to return, yeah, sure, this. I don't know if this is going to work. You know what I don't know? If it's going to work. So let's see. Okay, so now if I come back over here, and I go in here, and I go, what? Insert code block, insert code block. Oh wait, no. What's the name of the thing? I think I have to call runs the clients. Okay, I'm just gonna say run a test. Run test on the post called Kevin. Well, this isn't working out. Let's see. What? Okay. I think I'd probably name this something differently. Name is going to be insert code block. Insert code block. Okay, so I'm going to say insert code. I'll refresh this. Let's try this again. Insert a code block to the Kevin post. Your block is not defined. Oh yeah, that'll do it every single time. You want to know why it's not defined? Because I'm an idiot. I didn't import it. Duh. let's grab all that stuff and we'll try this again. Feels like it might be getting closer to what I need. All right, so let's see. No, that's the wrong one. Refresh this. Back. All right. There we go. So we're gonna say we're gonna insert a code block into there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so Kevin, what are the properties that it takes? I'll look it up. They just stay out of it. These are attributes for code. Okay, so I'm gonna set the code attribute. So okay, so we do need. Okay, cool. This is getting fun. All right, hold on. So we need the input schema and the output schema. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna put this back into after is eligible. Okay, callback. So I guess in here, boom, right? This is gonna be this be code, right? That's all we need. And then the code to display, code to insert, and then down here, I'm not doing the paragraph block. Okay, let me grab this. Okay, and then in here, I'm gonna go like that. It's just gonna be code, right? Code argument, okay, to do, and then here I need to just basically do code like that. Is gonna be, what am I calling this? Content, okay. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. I don't want to place any of that stuff. It's just gonna be this. Okay, so I don't have that set actually. The location, the is eligible thing is an editor. Okay, let's need to have to do. Okay, all right. Let's just run it again here. Oh. With the code of alert hi. Save. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have here. Do I have the plugin activated? Let's look. I don't know if I do. I do. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, there's two called Kevin now, which is weird. Insert code block pro into this post with the code alert hi. Oh, it's creating a new post every time I do it. That's not good. Weird. Okay, so it's not actually. Okay. Well, I think this is because I'm doing something wrong, but I gotta drop off here anyways. But this, I think this is very cool. I think there is a way that we can do this. So there is an is eligible is an editor. Where's the is an editor come from? Oh, that's a feature that is that exposed? Let's see. Try copying the code to see the block markup. Okay, let's see. Let's. Oh, where am I here? So we want this. So code editor. Yeah, that's crazy amount. Okay. So it's not possible to programmatically insert Code Block Pro into the block editor. Like you can't say like dispatch at insert block or whatever. That's cool. Okay, cool. That's really neat. I'm going to see about adding this to, yeah, we have to parse and insert that. Okay, cool. All right, well then maybe it's nothing, but maybe you can expose features that would allow that to be generated for you. I don't know. I would like to figure out how to do this. I got all kinds of errors happening here. That'll do it. Anyways, I clearly broke something here. We'd like to make the blocks features more powerful in general. Detect what you have installed with that. It's pretty basic. I mean, I think it's pretty great. I think it's pretty cool what we can do so far. Like, I don't see, like, there's a lot of possibility here. What is screaming at me here? I don't understand. Anyways, I've clearly broken all of this, but where's the error happening? Oh, I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done. Okay, that's fine. Okay, the callback logic. If I probably somewhere in the callback logic. Is that right? Yeah, that's the format. Okay. So I got a try, and then I got that, and then that's the return. So far, so why is that yelling at me? Oh yeah. Okay. And then I need the catch. That. And then in here, bring that back. So that looks cool. And I'm gonna try to do that. And then we're gonna put this back and everything's gonna look proper now, right? Nope. Oh, that doesn't need to be there. That's why. That's part of it. Missing one. This is all inside of a try. I don't know why I need that in there. There, that's totally wrong. I'm so lazy. I just want to use, where is it? Put your. I'm at the point where I can barely read other framework JavaScript now because it's not formatted the way I'm used to it. So now I'm going in here. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay. So input type object property. Okay. So we need to. Okay. Cool. So this is just going to return true, right? So then the properties are going to be, it's going to be, I guess, just like that. All right. Insert code block pro instance. All right. I don't know if this is going to. Let me just refresh this. Reload. And go back to code editor. Okay. And this convert this to blocks and save this. Save this. Okay. Insert an instance of code block pro to this post and add the code of alert working? Works? Question mark? Oh, okay. Insert the block. Args is not defined. Args is not defined. Why is args not defined? Oh, because it's probably not been passed to the callback. There we go. Let's try that. I'm gonna steal this again. I'm gonna refresh this. You might notice, Kevin, that I'm not giving up on this. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Plunk that in there. Let's see what happens. It's working. Ouch. Oh! Kevin! Does this work now? So it works. It works. So what might be kind of cool is here's something else. I'm going to try something else here. So the language, right? So if we come back in here and I set the args down here and I say code and I go language string, yes, that's fine. Args, and then I'm just gonna. It's called language, right? It's gonna be args dot language. Let's just. The editor triggers your render and parse it. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do this now and add language. So what? So because this is what is this set to now? What is this set to? Language is set to JavaScript. So I'm gonna do the same. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna grab this. Oh, this is fun. Okay. Add the code. Add the PHP code of echo hello. Ask it to fist buzz. Oh, no, it didn't get it. It didn't get it. Okay. Weird. Okay, so maybe I need to be more explicit. Oh, maybe I didn't refresh, actually. Good point. I thought I did. Okay. Let's try this again. I didn't refresh. Okay. So let's see if I plunk that in there and what happens. That didn't. Oh, wait. What block is this now? Paragraph block. Okay. Okay, so I think my prompt is off. So let's go insert new instant, insert new code block pro to language set to PHP and the code with the code of echo hello. Let's see what that does. What? That's so weird. Why didn't that work? Okay. Okay, so these are some failed tests. I wonder if my code is the thing that's breaking it. Last instance of whatever it is. Yeah, this doesn't. Oh, Kev, is this what you were talking about? Like this? Oh, maybe the maybe the languages are like maybe PHP is not so. So it knows PHP. Oh, maybe I have to. Yeah, that's what I was gonna check here. So let's just console log the args and see what it brings in. So code. Oh, we'll add that too. A paragraph block. Okay, So language is R's language. So let's refresh that. I'm not gonna do this. Oh, I broke something. What is this? Oops. What did I break? Oh, like that. Maybe that's part of the problem. Okay, that worked. Where's the other one? There we go. I'm gonna try the PHP one now. Whoa, there's a lot going on here. Oh, it's language is not found. Yeah, I can't see where the PHP. Okay, so maybe I have to do. So is it like string to lower? Like, is that what is that sort of the issue? Okay. So let's get super janky with this. Dot to lowercase. We'll try that. Okay. Reload the site. Okay, just gonna run the same thing. See what happens. Ha! Yes! Okay, that's actually really, really cool. That's really cool. So I guess the question becomes like, if I were to, let me try something else. If I were to go like somewhere else on the site, for example, like not in there, I were to go, yeah, we're gonna leave this page here, and we're gonna go in here, and I'm gonna say, insert a new instance of Code Block Pro in post ID, what I have, 19, with the code, that shows PHP code, shows the following PHP code, and it'll be, I don't know, whatever, var dump. I can't type var dump. Oh, what? So I think that this is what M- was saying about it. It's restricted to call stacks exceeded. Weird. Okay. Maybe it has to be done from inside of here. It looks like it's probably the case. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. Okay, well that's good to know. Although I was able to do this with the paragraph block though, but maybe it's just a matter of looking at like the implementation here for the paragraph blocks and stuff, and like where it's being called from and all that fun goodness. Categories, core, edit block, client, tool, inserts. Cool. All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much to M- and Ovi for hanging out. I don't know if people are both still here, but if you are, thank you for dropping in and talking me through all this. And yeah, so cool. That's great. I am not going to be streaming next week, so I will be in Basel for WordCamp Europe. But yeah, and I highly recommend everyone go and check this out. This is going to be really, really cool stuff. Super This is great. I'll drop the links again just in case you missed them the first time. Here is the feature API. I would love to do an in real life stream, except I'll see. We'll see what we can do here. And here's the MCP plugin. This is some game-changing stuff, I think. This is really, really cool. But awesome. Anyways, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and listening to my dryer, or washing machine, whatever it was. And there'll be an album coming out later. Oh, too bad. Well, I'm sure we'll cross paths at some point. All right, everyone. Have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks. Bye.